you've been in the cleaning business for a while, you know that cleaning businesses rely on three crucial areas. And that is hiring, sales, and delivery. These are the three most crucial parts of your cleaning business. If any of these is not right, your cleaning business will not succeed, right? If you have good hiring skills and delivery skills, you're still not doing any money because you're not getting in clients, right? And same goes for if you have good sales process and good delivery. If you cannot hire more cleaners, you cannot effectively scale, right? In the last video, I went over sales processes and how to get them right and how to get clients from leads, right? How to go from contact to client. Now I'm going to look at hiring. How to hire good subcontractors or cleaners to manage your jobs that you have gained through your sales process. So let's get into it. Here's a quite complex diagram I've created for cleaning businesses and how to hire, valuable cleaners. I went over sales process in the last video, so you can check it out if that interests you, if you have more so problems with sales in your business, right? But let's look at hiring now. So we'll start here. And that it's when you open a new position and you create a new position, right? Usually it's gonna be just cleaner, like a basic cleaner. There's not gonna be any education here. This is not too niche of a business, right? So any cleaner can do any cleaning job. Pretty much, right? There are some nuances to this and, some specializations you need to have, all right? You want to create a new job, post it on Indeed or whatever you want, and you want to list the requirements. You want to make sure that, people are on point and, you're not hiring just anyone, because this will really then, this will really hurt your business if you do it wrong, right? If you hire someone unreliable, he's going to lose you client, he's going to give you better reputation, and he's going to, just give you a headache. So you want to reshare it on portals, wait for inquiries, and then you want to have a system that basically handles all of this for you, right? So you want to have some kind of form. Get creative with this. For example, in the form you can say, set that you're 40 years old. In the question of how old are you, right? Check if they're really on point, and you can filter out people that are on point and those who aren't. You want to look for people who have more than 2 years or 1 or 2 years of professional cleaning experience. You don't want any hobbyists or people who just got into it. You want to pick someone who's already been in the business for a while. And this is how you should structure your whole system. So applicants submit their CV, their form or their CV, right? Depends how you do it, but usually it's a form with some kind of questions and then CV, right, to filter out. You filter out those, so you either accept or decline. Then you want to have an email sent to them that, okay, sorry, we have not accepted your request. That's pretty standard. And then when you accept it, you again want to have an email sent to them, okay, you're moving forward. Now you want to ask them for a video screening. This is important because you will also see how well are they in communication, and often the cleaners will communicate with your clients, right? So you want to make sure that's on point too. You don't want someone who doesn't really speak English, again, gonna get a bad reputation, and your client might switch to someone who have cleaners that do. Then if, for example, if the person ignores the screening email for 7 days, you cancel the application and you get them out of the system. You don't have those people in there. That's 7 days is quite a lot of time for a 5-minute video. You basically want to have them create a 5-minute video on how they would treat certain situations, or for example, how would they treat a client being rude, or something not being right, or something being different as it was not the quotation and in the job proposal, right? So you want to make sure people know how to handle these small situations that come up. You want to also maybe tell them, you want to have them tell you about their experience cleaning and what kind of jobs were they on, if it's commercial, residential, or if it's some sort of niche commercial part like deep cleaning, dentist offices or clinics and gyms, right? So on. Then again, you either accept response based on your own evaluation, send them email for first stage, and then you can also decline response. Filter out, like, you should probably have 100 people in this stage of meeting, then around probably like 30 will actually record a video. So you'll pick, okay, let's say you pick 40 out of the 100, then you'll pick, then 30 will submit. Out of those 30, you can pick the best one, pick 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the best. You want to also always keep an extra person there, just in case someone might fall off during the process, right? So now this is super simple. You send them email and you opt into a calendar for interviews. This will be the time when you'll speak to them on a Zoom call, on Google Meets call, on wherever, can be even phone call, doesn't matter. But you'll basically want to talk to them, ask them more questions regarding their experience that they've had. Make sure to really spend time on this. I know some people, sort of look at a CV, okay, they click yes, no, they just they don't take the process seriously, and it's gonna hurt them badly. And I've seen it many times. Bad hire can destroy your business. So you want to spend a lot of, make sure you get it right. Again, same for screening. Really listen to those videos. Really take insights. Remember what kind of experience they have, and then lead up on with your question during the interview. Ask them, how did they do for company A? Why did they quit company B? Why did they only work 1 year at company C, right? You want to make sure, look for nuances, look for little details, and make sure you have a good eye, because that's how you, distinct people who are real and people who are playing a certain role to get this position. Then again, they either accept or decline the interview, but it will be mostly accept, right? No one's gonna decline an interview if they need a job, so they'll accept. And then, if it's gone good, if you think they're good, then okay, you can generate the job offer, an agreement to them. You send to the applicant, and they can either reply or accept, right? And then you add applicant to the team. Now, it can be done very easily with Needy. You can again go to team, add a team member, put in his names, his details, his job title, if he's active, inactive, on leave. You can also hire subcontractors that are vetted. They're gonna charge a bit more than if you hired someone in-house. You can set an hourly rate. I don't know, standards around $15, maybe less. Some contact information, right? Their addresses, and you have added. And now you can also track how many hours they work, what's their rating from clients. So you also want to send an email after every job is done to the client and ask him for a review, and then assign that review to your cleaner. And then you can filter. You can see, okay, which are the good cleaners, which are the bad cleaners, which are progressing, which are not progressing. You can really see it as well. You can also calculate their payroll, and do also other kinds of fun stuff with this, right? Really analyze your cleaner's behavior and have your business on lock and have it, stable and control. All right, that's it for me today. This one was a bit more shorter, but the sales one was more in depth. So if you have time, please check out the sales diagram and look how it works, and look how many nuances and how many things you have not been right in your own business, and how many things you can actually implement now and make sure to keep doing better. So my name is Patrick. I thank you for watching this video, and I hope I see you in the next one. But for now, that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.